we're finally going to get to see how this friggin' thing works. I was talking to Vince on the phone. Vince owns a gun shop and he sells tons of these. He's the guy that sent me the ultrasonic cleaner. And he told me you can use simple green, you can use any good degreaser. He said you can even use 409, as long as it's an all-purpose cleaner. So I do have 409, but he said don't put a lot of it in there, because what makes it work is sound waves. And if you have something that's too thick like syrupy, the sound waves can't travel through and make it scrub. You understand? And he said just use some 409 and just pour like a couple capfuls in. So I'm just going to estimate a couple capfuls. I would say that's about a couple capfuls. That might be more. Well, 409 is not, what's good about 409, it's not too thick. It's like kind of like a Windex thickness, a little thicker. Then the important thing he says is warm it up for 8 minutes before you use it for best results. So what I'll do is I'll put the lid on it and I'll set it to damn, let me do it like this because this thing's weird, you can't see it. Okay. I'll put on 4 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes. Alright, now I got some guns here my buddy just dropped off. He just got done shooting them. I take care of his guns for him. And we have 2 Glock 19s. So if we have 2 Glock 19s, we don't want to get the barrels mixed up with a different frame, because you just don't want to do that. I don't think the customer would like that. So I have a Glock 23. I have a 1911. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the barrels out. I'm not putting the frames in here or anything. I'm just going to put the barrels in there and the springs in there. That's it. The frames I'm going to clean by hand, and the slides and all that I'm going to clean by hand. So we're going to take out the barrel on this one first, because this is stainless and this will show the dirt more than the black barrels. So I'm just going to take out this. This is a Colt Commander. It's a lightweight Commander, and we're going to throw this in there. Okay, we're going to throw this in there. Okay, we're going to throw the bushing in there. See, stuff like that I'll throw in there. Okay, and oops, wrong notch, dipshit. Yeah, flyers are embarrassing me. You know, all hockey teams, they go through little slumps. Remember, they play 80 games a year. So, everyone's getting all happy. Oh, the Flyers are sucking. Wrong. Wait till they get their shit together. Okay, and I'll throw this in there, because these parts are by themselves. And right now, until I'm more comfortable with this, I'll throw them in there. I will not throw the slide in there because, why? Because, what am I doing here? See, I lost my train of thought that fast. Because I'm not comfortable with it yet. I will throw that in there. That's the guide rod. And most importantly, let's take a good look at the barrel and see how dirty it is. Pretty friggin' dirty. He's been shooting his Colt. It's been running like a champ, he said. And that's good to know. See how dirty it is? Alright, we're going to throw the barrel in there. So let's get her warmed up. We got 4 minutes. I'm going to hit on, and then we'll come back. And I'm going to take all the barrels out of the other ones. That's really very low on noise. I thought it was going to be all loud. So this I'll clean by hand, because it has an extractor, a firing pin stop plate. It has parts in it, and usually you don't take them out. You only take them out every once in a while to give it a deep, thorough, full detail cleaning. So we don't do that right now. Eventually I will do that for him. I'll let him know when. Keep track of your how many rounds you're putting through your guns too. And there's the frame, which I'll clean by hand, which is very simple. So, because I like to repeat myself, all these parts are going in there. And there's the magazine, the Glock 23 and the Glock 19. This Glock 19 I'm going to put aside. I'm going to do it last, because I don't want to put the wrong barrel in the wrong frame with the wrong slide, because believe me, you wouldn't like it done to your gun, even though it probably won't affect anything. Alright, we'll be back. Let me let this thing warm up. Okay, dude, she's all warmed up. I put it on for 4 minutes, and it feels nice and warm. It doesn't get hot, it just gets warm. Let me lower this down. Got a couple capfuls of 409 all-purpose cleaner in there, and I got 2 Glock barrels. One's a 40, one's a 9. 2 recoil springs. One's a 40, one's a 9. And even if the recoil springs are the same, I still want the original recoil spring with the original gun that it came with, because the gun's running great. So what I did was I tied a string around the one that's for the 40. So I know this one goes with the 40. Okay? Here's all the 1911 parts. We're just going to throw everything in there. The barrels, recoil springs, throw them in there, bushing, guide rod, stop pin, I still say it to myself, the plug, recoil spring, and the one we're going to demonstrate on is this dirty barrel that's going in here. Okay, all the parts are in there. Okay, this thing runs for 4 minutes, but we're going to run it for 4 minutes twice. So I'm going to go on, set, on, and we're going to run it through a cycle of 4 minutes. Damn. And then we're going to run it through another cycle of 4 minutes. Alright, and we'll see how it looks. We'll see what this thing can do. Guy says it works great. We'll see. Okay, let's see what happened. I put it in for 4 minutes. It only goes 4 minutes at a time. Then I reset it for 2 more minutes, so we got a total of 6 minutes. Alright, right now I'm cleaning the slide and the frame over here. So I'm doing that by hand. Alright, let's get this out. Looks like a lot of dirty water in there. Let's look at the 1911 barrel. Let's see how good, if it cleaned it real good. Let's wipe it all off. Alright. And blow some air in there. Okay. We don't need that fucking noise. Let's run a patch through this thing. Let's see how it did. Gee, you don't have the patches ready? Okay. Let's run a patch through this bad boy. It looks pretty clean, but I'll tell you, maybe because it's the solution I'm using. Let's see what the patch looks like before I say anything. That's not bad. That's pretty fucking good. I thought the patch was going to come out black. Now this is using 409. Now remember, this brush is dirty too, as I was cleaning the gun with it. That looks pretty friggin' good. I'm very surprised. Because you know me, guys, if it don't work well, it'll just sit on the shelf and I won't use it. That's pretty friggin' good. That patch came out pretty clean. Oh, there's a little bit of dirt on there. But man, that cut the cleaning time in half. The barrel is pretty much like a mirror inside. That's it. Okay. It did pretty good. Now, I think it did a good job. Yep. Well, let's see the other parts. That's good. That's clean. Here's the cleaning rod. The guide rod. All I'm doing is drying it off. I don't want no moisture in this gun. And the guide rod looks, wow, pretty perfect. I forgot about the hole in the guide rod. Alright, so that's what I'm talking about. I don't want no moisture trapped in there. Blow that out. Looks good. Let's look at the bushing. See, this Colt has that matte. I hate that finish, man, because it's hard to clean it because the dirt gets caught in the grid. It has that matte finish on it. Jesus Christ. No one leaves me alone, guys. And you know what I hate more than anything? When someone calls me and I don't answer the phone and then they try again and again and again. That really pisses me off. It looks good to me. It does a good job cleaning. This thing was real dirty. This is what I want to see. Now remember, I used 409, so I think once you find the best cleaner to use, now I'm hearing Simple Green works good too. Once you find that and use it, it might even work better. It looks good. I'm very surprised. I didn't think it would clean it that well. And it did. It cleaned it well. So this will help me out when I'm cleaning a lot of guns, and I can just throw all the barrels in there. It really speeds up the time for me and gives the customer a thorough job. It's pretty clean as I can get it by hand. Okay, here's the recoil spring. I'll dry that off. You know it's clean because it cleaned everything else. And still not used to using the water thing, man. Kind of makes me nervous, but like I said, all these parts are by themselves, so there's nowhere for water to get trapped. You know what I mean? Looks good. The 1911 parts came out sparkling. Okay, here's the Glock recoil spring. You know, they came out good. And then remember the one with the thread on it? That goes to the 40 caliber. The one without the thread goes to the 9mm. And here is the slide stop pin. Will I use this again? Yeah, I will. I will use it again. But the thing you got to remember with this is that I would worry about, make sure you dry the parts off really good and oil all the parts up before you put the gun back together, because this is a degreaser. You're stripping your parts completely of all grease. I mean, they feel like they're squeaky now, you know what I mean? So just make sure you oil everything up. Alright, and then there's the Glock barrels. They're clean. It looks good. Pretty good. Fantastic? No, but good? Yes. Fantastic? I bet you it'll be fantastic if I find a different cleaner. If I use a different cleaner, okay? They look good. Let's see the feed ramp. Yep. See inside, shiny. Yeah. So the ultrasonic cleaner is a winner. Thank you, Vince. I just wanted to do this little demonstration. This ain't a sales pitch. He just sent this to me because he likes the channel. He's not trying to sell a million of them or anything. And I've been dying to use it, and I'd say it works. It works good. Alright, guys. This was a really this was like a serious video. No, nothing funny today. I just wanted to see if this thing works. Alright, I'm really happy with it. Thank you, Vince. You were right. Shit works good. Remember, guys, don't use ballistol, because if you pour ballistol is like a syrup. It's real thick, and the sound waves cannot travel through it. You want to use something, a degreasing, watery type cleaner. Something light. See ya.